Namaste yogis, welcome back to your mat. Today we'll be doing a yin practice. If you're unfamiliar with yin, it's a lovely form of yoga that is more receptive and meditative in nature, working deeper into the body. So we'll be working more so on the connective tissues like the tendons and the ligaments, the fascia, the bones of the body, as well as the meridians or the energy channels as it relates to traditional Chinese medicine. So yin is a very it's very opposite of a yang practice that we're familiar with, that is very dynamic and active in nature, like a vinyasa or an ashtanga. So it's nice to incorporate a yin in your practice. Need for the practice today: block, blanket, and bolster. If you don't have these things, that's okay. You can use household items like a couple of books, couch cushions, or a lot of blankets. So with yin, since we're working with the connective tissue, we're really allowing the body to relax into the pose. So we'll be holding poses for a lot longer than you might be familiar with. So we'll be holding them for about 3 to 5 minutes. And then finding that edge of sensation. I'm sure you've heard many yoga teachers talk about your edge. So that is the case here. We'll find the edge of sensation, or that point of tension within the pose that you feel in the body. Now, it feels like tension. It shouldn't feel like burning, pain, anything like that. And if it does, honor what your body is telling you. Come out of the pose, find something different, modify it with more support with the blankets or blocks, but really honoring what your body is telling you and not pushing it beyond that point. Yin is really more so of a mindful practice, so finding that meditative mindset and allowing the body to come to stillness and ease while you're allowing the mind to release any monkey brain or any chatter. We'll begin by shutting down the eyes or keeping a soft gaze. And just allow the body to come to stillness and the nerves to quiet. Guiding your attention to the characteristics of your breath, the quality of your breath. Not changing it, just notice. Notice whether the breath is cool, warm, smooth, or jagged. Notice if you feel the breath within a certain area of the body, perhaps where you're holding extra tension or there was a previous injury there. Just notice. Release the tension from the scalp and the forehead. Allow the shoulders to fall down the back. Release tension in the legs, in the hands, and in the feet. And allow yourself to visualize a glass container in front of you. Within that glass container, put anything and everything you were working on leading up to this point into that container. To-do lists, work tasks, family obligations, whatever it is, one by one, visualize putting that item into the glass container. And as it releases from your fingertips, allow your body to feel lighter, unburdened as you let each of those things go. When you feel satisfied, visualize yourself putting the lid on that container and moving that container to the side. We don't need to carry those things with us throughout our practice, but afterwards, if we need to address them, they'll be there. Bring your focus back to your breath. Begin to lengthen the inhale to count of 4. Inhale through the nose. Allow the belly to expand as the breath travels into the rib cage. And exhale, lengthen the exhale to the count of 4 as well, allowing the chest to deflate as the belly button pulls in towards the spine. And 2 more rounds, count of 4, inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. And keep the inhale to the count of 4. And exhale, lengthen it to the count of 6. Inhale. And exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. 2 more rounds. Inhale. And exhale. Allow the breath to be easy and natural. And keep the eyes closed or maintain a soft gaze. And bring the hands together and rub them together to build that heat in between the hands. And when your hands feel nice and warm, one hand to the forehead and the other hand to the back of the head. Just holding, feeling the warmth of the hands penetrate the skin. Notice what you notice. And shake off the hands. We'll begin tapping the temporal lobe, starting at the sides of our forehead and allowing the fingers to follow the line of the ear all the way down to the neck. And back up towards the forehead. And tapping down around the ears to the base of the skull. You can bring the tap across the forehead, down towards the eyebrows, around the eyebrows to the temples. Gently bring the taps below the eyes on the orbital bone, the cheekbones. And back out towards the ears. And tapping down the jaw muscles to the chin, and back to the jaw, right in front of the ears. And back up to the temples, around the eyebrows, up the forehead to the hairline, and out to the sides of the head, working your way down, however firmly or softly you'd like, all the way down to the neck. Inhale, and exhale, shake off the hands, rest them in the lap, and just notice what you notice. Perhaps feeling a sensation where you're tapping or fingertips. And gently blink the eyes open if you had them shut. And we'll get settled into our first pose, which is a butterfly pose. So soles of the feet come together, knees are open out wide. If you have tightness in the hips, you can bring a blanket underneath you to help elevate them above the knee joints. You can place blocks underneath the knees to help support. You can also bring a bolster or a pillow into the lap. You can stay lifted upright, or you can begin to fold over the bolster. Chin comes down towards the chest. If you'd like to feel more sensation, again, you can forego the props. Hands come down to the ankles and allow the chest to shift forward. And finding that edge of sensation, that tension within the hips. And allow the mind to clear, guiding your attention to your breath. One thing that I find really helpful, especially when I feel like my mind is a little overactive, is I tell myself that I'm breathing in as I breathe in, and that I'm breathing out as I breathe out. Helps me focus on the present, on the breath. Breathing in, I know that I am breathing in. Breathing out, I know that I am breathing out. And throughout each pose, if you feel like you can go a little deeper, you're more than welcome to. And again, if you feel any burning, pain, you can come out of the pose. And breathing in, I know that I am breathing in. And breathing out, I know that I am breathing out. And deep breath in. And deep breath out. Slowly, gently lift your torso back to center. Hands come to the outside of the knees as you help bring them together. We'll take a counter pose. Hands come to the earth as you windshield wiper the legs back and forth. Nice and slow. Feeling into the hips as you release. One more revolution of breath. And we'll move into our next posture, which is a seal pose. So coming onto the belly. Legs are hip width distance apart. Hands come underneath the shoulders. Tops of the feet into the earth. We'll inhale, straighten the arms. And again, you can stay here. You can bring a bolster underneath the elbows. Blanket underneath the hips. And finding that edge of sensation. One more revolution of breath here. And exhale, lower yourself all the way down to your mat. Stack the hands on top of each other. Forehead comes to the hands. Shake the hips right, left. And find stillness. Notice what you notice. And bring the hands underneath the shoulders. We'll inhale, lift the body through tabletop, and exhale, child's pose. Knees to the width of your mat, big toes to touch. Allow the chest to come down towards the mat as the arms extend forward. The forehead can come down to the mat. If you have tightness in the knees, you can bring a blanket in between the hamstrings and the calves. I'm breathing in, I know that I am breathing in. Breathing out, I know that I am breathing out. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Slowly, gently begin to shift the body forward. Come onto the belly, stack the hands on top of each other, forehead to the hands. Shake the hips right, left. Hands underneath the shoulders. Press the body up through tabletop. Moving into our next pose, which is melting heart. Knees are stacked underneath the hips. Walk the hands out, extend the arms, and allow the chest to lower down to the earth. Your head can be supported by a block or a blanket. You can place a pillow or a bolster underneath the chest. If you'd like to feel more sensation, coming down onto your mat and allow the chin to rest on the floor. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Slowly, gently lift the chest, walk the hands towards the knees, and bringing the hips to sit on the heels. Hands on the lap. And shut the eyes down or a soft gaze. And just allow that melting heart pose to integrate into the body. Notice what you notice. And take some seated cat-cows. Pull the belly button in towards the spine as you round through the upper back. And press the chest forward, creating an arch in the low back. And 2 more at your own pace. And find stillness here. Our next pose will be a half straddle or half dragonfly. We'll come onto the hips, blanket under the hips if you need. Feet are open out wide. And we'll bring the left sole of the foot into the inner leg line of the right leg. Grab a couple of blocks. We'll twist the chest to the right. Inhale, nice straight spine, reach the crown to the sky. And exhale, fold over that right leg. Forearms come to the blocks. Release the chin towards the chest. Deep breath in. And deep breath out. Slowly, gently rotate the chest forward as you bring the right arm to that block on the inside of the leg. And reach the left arm up and over. Like you want to reach for those toes. Gaze shifts towards the sky. And deep breaths here. Breathing in, I know that I am breathing in. Breathing out, I know that I am breathing out. Slowly, gently bring the torso back through center, and we'll switch sides. Left leg extends, right sole of the foot comes to the inner leg line. Move your blocks over. Twist the chest towards that left leg. We'll inhale, reach the sky, reach the crown skyward. And exhale as you're ready. Fold over that left leg. Allow the chin to fall down towards the chest as you relax the neck and the head. And breathing in, I know that I am breathing in. And deep breath in, and deep breath out. Slowly, gently rotate the chest forward as you bring the left arm to the inside of the leg on that block. Reach the right hand up and over. Gaze shifts skyward, and perhaps shutting down the eyes. One more revolution of breath. We'll inhale, torso come back up. We'll extend the legs out and take some more windshield wipers, rotating the feet side to side. You can bend the knees more and take a deeper windshield wiper variation. And we'll slowly transition to our next pose, which is caterpillar. We'll extend both legs out, supporting the knees if you need to with a blanket. A bolster can be in the lap, parallel with the legs or perpendicular to the legs. Inhale, reach the crown of the head, nice straight spine, and exhale, begin to round through the back as you fold forward. And finding that edge of sensation. Allowing the head and neck to be heavy as the chin comes to the chest. I'm breathing in, I know that I am breathing in. I'm breathing out, I know that I am breathing out. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Slowly, gently come back through center. And pause here for a moment. And then slowly make your way all the way down to your back. Rotate the palms towards the sky. Allow the toes to fall open for just a moment. For banana asana, we'll walk the feet to the left, reach the arms up overhead, and begin to shift the chest to the left. Creating a banana shape with the body, you can stack the right ankle over the left and capture the right wrist with the left hand. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Slowly, gently bring the body through center and take banana asana to the other side. Walking the feet to the right, left ankle stacks on top, and the right hand captures the left wrist. Deep breath in and deep breath out. Slowly, gently come back through center and find your final resting pose. Grabbing a blanket to cover yourself, blocks, bolsters, whatever you need for your shavasana. Coming back to your breath, breathing in. I know that I am breathing in. And breathing out. I know that I am breathing out. Release tension from the scalp and the forehead. Create space in between the teeth. Relax the chest and the abdominals. Release tension from the legs and the soles of the feet. I am relaxed from the top of my head to the tips of my toes. Slowly and gently bring yourself back into your body, back into your space. Invite gentle movements into the toes, fingers, ankles, and wrists Staying exactly as you are, perhaps reaching the arms up overhead as you point through the toes. Taking a nice full body stretch. And if it's comfortable for you, rolling onto your favorite side, allowing the head to be cradled in the upper arm. Knees come in towards the chest for Bajrasana, your seed pose. And as you're ready, pressing weight into the hands to push yourself up into a nice, easy seat. Gaze kept soft or remaining closed. Bring the hands to heart center, and we'll close today's practice with the chant of 1 Om. You're more than welcome to join me, or perhaps just sit and experience the vibration of the sound. We'll take a breath in and out of the nose to prepare. And inhale for Om. Thank you so much for joining me today and allowing me to hold space for you in your practice. You are enough. You are worthy. And you are loved. Namaste.